Hello, this video is to show my portfolio for my Art 101 class. Going into this class, I was excited to start something and actually add some ambitious work to it and start something and maybe learn some new crafts and learn some new ideas on how to do pieces. That was my main goal. So going into it, our first project was a very liberal project. We were the project was to take an image from like online or from like a newspaper and kind of alter it to look like a new thing. My image was a classroom. That's the one I picked. And I tried to make it into this piece, which is right around here somewhere. I called it I'm Sorry. The piece was to show like the struggles I went through as a disabled kid growing up. And I think it was very well done. It's actually probably one of my favorite pieces I created for this class. I really think I'd show good expression with it, and the only big issue I have with it is I think the like tone of it. I think it's not that the subject material is too dark, but rather just the actual like lighting of the piece itself is a little dark, and it's hard to notice what was supposed to be what. But other than little things, I think this was my, if not one of the best piece I made for the class. Project 2 was supposed to be some form of balance and then another one of the key principles, right? I chose color. The piece is going to be around here somewhere, like the last one, but I like how the piece looked. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like I could have done more with it. It's not my worst piece. We'll get into later on in the video what I'll say is my worst piece. But like, I think the piece overall is just mediocre. Like, it does the lines, it does the guidelines well. It gets to what I'm supposed to do, but like, it doesn't feel like my piece, right? I hope you guys understand that. Like, it doesn't feel like my piece. It feels like something that I just made to follow the guidelines. So maybe one day I'll go back and work on it and like redo it to feel more like me. But other than like the character design, which I love the character design, it just doesn't feel like my piece. So overall, I feel like this piece was like a 6.5 out of 10. Like, it could have been way better. The third project was 3D form, and I actually made this mask for it. I've never really made masks before, so this was my first time. The original idea was it was going to be like a rabbit mask, but as I was going into it and I was like making this, I really liked how it looked at first. I'll show some like, it's kind of gotten a little roughed up after like for a few weeks, so that's probably one issue, is that it's not easily lasting. You gotta like keep up maintenance on it, but also, but I think other than that, like it's one of my favorite pieces I made. I used wire for its for her eyebrows. I used different colored fabrics for her, facial features and her skin, I guess. I don't know what you would call that. And then I bought a plastic mask as the base of the face. I think it really looks nice. It's gotten called many different pieces, or been compared to other characters, like especially like 2010s internet horror characters like the Muppet or Sally Face. But like, I think it really looks cool for what it is. And I really like it. Like, this is like something that I'm really proud of. Like, because I've never made a mask before. So it was like I just like started making it, and like I'm really proud of it. Yeah, it doesn't look great. There's some like you could see the glue marks, and especially now it's gotten a lot worse, and you can't even see through it. Like there's this little hole, but you could kind of see through it with this hole, but not really. I tried to make it, but it just didn't go well. So like there's some where I'm like, okay, but like overall, it's a pretty good piece. I really like it. I'd say it's probably, if not, I'm sorry, this is my best piece. The fourth piece, I didn't even give it a name. I did not like how it ended up. The project's premise was it was supposed to be a map with a little color to it, kind of like a berserk type style to it, right? And so my premise with it was first a fantasy type map, right? And it looked decent, but like there's this like thing telling me, no, it sucks. We gotta try again with something else. So then I flipped it and tried something else, and then for like 6 more hours, I ended up working on something else, and then it was this. I tried like a board game map of my hometown because I thought like that might be something interesting. And then I was like trying at it, trying at it, trying at it. Then I stopped for a little bit, went back, tried at it again, and it just looked awful. It looked awful. And my thoughts on it was like, I felt I couldn't, and this was my thing. I don't know if it was because of like my history with hand drawn or whatever. I just could not, for some reason, did not want to ask for help, even though the professor gave me plenty of opportunity to ask for help, even saying that if I asked, she and me would, and she would help me go through it. And it's just like I could not, for some reason, I could not let myself do it, and I wanted to, but like, and this isn't just me like saying, "Hey, I I just want to like make it known that this piece, which is probably gonna be around here somewhere, is I know it's not great, and I know it's terrible. At least for me, for my standards. Maybe, and like I just couldn't even let myself submit it. So yeah, it's not. I think I'm just at the point where like that piece. I feel like overall, my entire trajectory here was kind of like it started off really good, kind of went mediocre, and this piece I really like, but so like I'd say it's probably a little better than that one, than a Man Between Life and Death, but then I it falls completely off where I didn't even submit anything. So I felt like I need to like upload or add this extra end to this video because like I felt like that ending was a little bit of a downer. I think overall I did well in the class, or at least with my work, I did well in, and like this mask in particular, I think was like the standout, and like it's gonna help me a lot. Mask designs in short film making, and like the videos I like to post on the internet. So yeah, I think it's overall was a good class, or was a I learned a lot in it, and even though that final project wasn't the greatest, I really think like overall, uh, I've learned how to do a lot of different pieces well. Thanks for watching.